Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brian Talks, episode 2 of 2026. I hope this episode finds everyone well. Today, we're going to do our normal book, movies, music, podcast update, and then we'll go into the Let's Talk portion of boundaries. 2026 being the year of saying no, keeping our peace, and sorry, trying to get my fan out of there. Keeping our peace and saying no to things that no longer serve or unwanted situations. So let's get right into it. Also, I don't think I said this in my last one. If I did, I'm sorry. Happy New Year too. I may have said that actually, but we're now out of February. We're heading into March. So I hope everything is going well for everyone, even in this crazy world with crazy stuff going on. So just try to keep your head up and remember to keep doing things that make you happy, even when times are not the happiest. All right, so here we go. Books. I read Hollow by Selena Myers. She is a TikToker that started around COVID times, I believe. And it is a vampire book that she wrote. I guess she has written other books, which I did not realize that. I thought this was her first book, but it is not. Also, I'm wearing my Fall Out Boy hat from the concert 2 years ago, I believe. And Hollows was good. It was a vampire story about this vampire named Mia who tragically dies, and these two clans of vampires come and like pretty much save her life by turning her into a vampire. And then she has to go to each family and decide who she wants to stay with. Also, while dealing with being a vampire, she can never go see her parents or her sister. Her mom, really, her dad has passed, but she can never go and see her mom and her sister to tell her that she's still around because it would just ruin the cycle of things. So I did enjoy it. It was very vampire-y, which I really liked, and it really got me in a vampire mood. So I'm definitely on the lookout for more vampire stuff, but I'm not reading, currently what I'm reading is not vampire, but yeah, so another vampire book that I'm going to read probably is The Lesser Dead, which I listened to the podcast a few years ago, which is absolutely amazing. It's like a podcast, but it's like a storytelling. So if you're into vampires, go check that out. It is fantastic. Minnie Driver plays the head vampire, and that's really all I know who does the voices of the characters that I know who's popular. So, but The Lesser Dead on like Apple Podcasts, I'm pretty sure you can find it on Spotify and all that. Listen to it. It is fantastic. So I was just finished The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods on my Kindle Scribe. I so I wasn't really into it because when I finished I think I finished Hollow, and had my mind set on a certain book, and then I couldn't find the book I was looking for, and then I was like, crap, I'm trying to alternate between my Kindle and my normal book so I can use my Kindle but also have the normal great feel of a real book, So I was going back and forth, and then I didn't find the book I wanted to read, so I found a different one that I was going to read. And I'm like, no, I really should keep my thing of doing a Kindle book and then a real book, a Kindle book, real book, I don't have to, but I'm just going to do it for a while. So I found this book because I got Kindle Unlimited for free for 3 months by signing up with my Kindle. So I found The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods, and it took me a minute to get into it. It was a good book. To me, there was kind of a lot of going on because you went back in the past, like 1920s Paris it started, and then you go to what I'm assuming is current day, but in like Ireland and Dublin, because they mentioned like phones and Instagram and all that, so it had to be somewhat to date to of the 2020s, I'm assuming. It was good. I really don't know how to explain it. Pretty much they're searching for this manuscript. The two main characters, Henry and Martha, I think her name is. They're searching. Well, Henry's searching for this manuscript of for. Geez, I don't know. I know they're trying to find the second book of Jane Austen's or Emily Brant's Wuthering Heights. Something I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. It was a nice cozy read, I will say, but check it out if you're interested. It's kind of magical, whimsy, cozy. There are some serious moments in it, but I did end up finishing that, and I don't have it on my outline, but I'm currently reading Better Than Revenge, which is a little rom-com, and it's actually a young adult novel, which I wasn't aware when I bought it, but it's okay. I'm still gonna finish it. And it goes around, it's based around a podcast at a high school that these kids audition for and become podcasters at the high school as a class, I believe, or an elective to become broadcasters and all that, podcasters when they get out of high school. So I'm not very far into it yet, so I will revisit that. Let's see. Oh, what I was going to read was What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, but I already said I'm trying to get in the habit of reading the Kindle books and the real books. So What If It's Us is next, but actually I might go to Lesser Dead because I've been sitting on Lesser Dead to read with Matt for a while now, and I might just say screw it and just read it on my own because it's so good and I want to read the book to see how in depth it goes. Let's see. Oh, I got the book See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon from Barnes and Noble a few weeks ago as the $5 cafe purchase. With when you buy a cafe item, you get a five that was the $5 book you could get. So sounds super cute. I have it over there, I believe, but I'm not gonna grab it because I don't want to stand up. But yeah, so within the books, that's pretty much else. I don't think I have any other book updates with that. Music, we have Melanie Martinez has come out with a single name Possession off her fourth upcoming album, Hades, coming out March 27th. I have my outline right here propped up on a easel thingy, so that's why I keep looking over. My goal is to have it a little more in front of me so I can not have to look away from the camera, but whatever. I'm doing what I can do. Possession, she also came out with the single Disney Princess recently. And I don't know if I said this, but it releases March 27th, so I'm excited for that. She already is releasing merch for it, so we'll see what that's about. Maya came out with a single called ASAP. It's good. It's really takes me back to like the old like R&B, Rihanna, Sierra, all of those days back in those times, and it's good. She is releasing a new album on her own independent label, and she said it is ready to go, so I'm assuming we will get that sometime this year, so I'm excited for that. Also, since I made this outline, Hilary Duff came out with Luck or Something album. I really enjoy it. I have listened to it so many times, and I also bought a digital download for it, about it, from it, whatever, that has the original songs on it. It has 7 re-recorded singles from her popular singles in the past, and then it has 4 what she calls mellow tracks, which are like stripped tracks. And then it has 4 music videos on it, one of them being the new unreleased What Dreams Are Made Of music video. I've listened to all that, watched all the music videos. I love it. I am obsessed with Hilary Duff. And since I'm on the subject of Hilary Duff, I am going to see her in concert in Missouri in July, and I am so excited. It's going to be like a little trip, and then I'm just going to have a little vacation after that. So well, a little staycation because I'll come back and I won't be in Missouri for the whole time I'm off. But I am so excited to see her live. And it's just like my childhood. I was a huge Disney kid growing up. Lizzie McGuire, watched that all the time when I was at my dad's because it took my mom and I a while to get cable. My mom never really wanted it. And when I went to my dad's, he always had cable. And at my dad's mom, my other grandma, she always had cable. So I got to get my Disney Channel fix when I went to my dad's. So this is just, it's awesome. I cannot wait to go see her. I'm going with Matt and Jackie, so it should be a good time. I think that's it with the music. I only have those two. Any other? I did listen to some new music this past New Music Friday. What did I listen to? I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. So movies. I haven't watched anything new recently for movies. I've just been stuck in a little loop lately and I need to get the heck out of it. But The Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out on May 1st. I am pumped. I love the original. It was a movie I rewatched over and over again as a teenager, and I still put it in as a comfort movie to this day. I will never get sick of it. I love it. Also, Practical Magic drops this year as well in September. I don't remember the number date, but I do know it's September, so it is a year of sequels, and I am so excited. These are also movies I love and hold dear to my heart. So Going to see some movies this year, going to a concert, going to see a couple Orpheum shows, going to see Mamma Mia in May, and this will be my third time seeing Mamma Mia at the Orpheum. And then we saw What a Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical, in on Valentine's Day this year. It was good. It was about his life and how he grew up and making music and stuff he went through. It was really, 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 really good. And the guy who played Neil Diamond sounded like exactly like Neil Diamond. It was crazy. Going on to podcasts. Good hang with Amy Poehler. She did an episode with Carol Burnett a few weeks ago. It was a fantastic episode, and I absolutely love it. Carol Burnett is 92, I want to say. So she just seems like she is just a gem of a person. She's hilarious. My dad is pretty much who introduced me to Carol Burnett because he loved her growing up, and I told my dad to listen to the podcast of that because I think he would enjoy it, but we'll see if he does. I don't think he has yet, and he doesn't really talk about it because I think he's a little intimidated about Bluetooth and all that stuff, which I'm telling him, I'm like, it's a little easier than you think, but I did show him how to do it and to hook up his headphones, which we got these headphones on sale at Nebraska Furniture Mart a couple weeks ago. I mean, honestly, they're not very good. And I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, those really aren't the best headphones, so maybe we'll find you a different pair. But if he does listen to it, I really hope he enjoys it. All right, let's go into Let's Talk. We're going to talk about just a little bit about boundaries with family and friends because it is okay to take a step back from family. I know they're family, but it's okay to take a step back if something is not serving you positively, in my opinion. This is a little bit of woo-woo, but I'm into the woo-woo, so take it or leave it. But Colorado changed a lot of things for me. That Colorado trip I went on last summer. Granted, Colorado was absolutely stunning, like I said, but I don't know. It just changed some type of dynamic between some of my relatives and things, just not just with my family. Things just seem off and different with how people are and act anymore. I don't know if it was like a, a shift in the universe or something. I still have hope for 2026 to being a great year. I mean, clearly we're not off to a great start as a planet and world, but I'm still holding faith as in our own personal lives because we have things we can control in our lives and there are things we cannot control in our lives. So this is my year of saying no to things when I want to say no and not feeling bad about it and not feeling guilty and just protecting my peace and making sure I am not unnecessarily stressed out with people that are stressing me out for no reason. If I have to step away from some family, some friends, I'm going to for my sake. And I'll eventually revisit, I'm sure, but I'm done putting up with the bull crap because and feeling bad about stuff when it's affecting me personally and I do it because I feel bad and like obsess over it and I'm done. I'm done worrying about stuff that is not putting a positive influence on my life with people, mainly people in my life, friends and family, because it's just not worth it. You know, it's like cliche to say life is too short and I'm ready to move on and I'm generally a pretty happy positive person. I mean, I have bad days just like anybody else, but I'm not doing with unwanted negativity. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done and I'm done feeling bad and putting my peace aside to make somebody else feel comfortable. I'm just done. So that's pretty much what my let's talk was about. And it's like, oh, and we're allowed as humans to say no to a situation or to a person and not feel guilty about it. If that person gets bummed because you said no to not going to something or just for whatever, it could be anything, and they feel bad or their feelings are hurt, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm saying no because I don't want to, and I'm not going to feel like I should or be guilt tripped into it. And why would I want to go just for a pity? You know, that's not fair to the other person. If I wanted to do something and I made myself go because I felt bad for them, but that's like obligation, and that's not fun for a person, family member, or friend, you know? So this is the year of protecting my peace and putting boundaries with friends and family when they are needed. And I'm sticking to that along with, of course, like health goals, other goals that I want to continue to do with the podcast and put them on get my episodes on audio only streaming services and all that. So I have lots of big plans, lots and lots of ideas coming up. So that's that. So you guys do the same, protect your peace, do the stuff that makes you happy in this sane world, insane world, not sane world. We all know it ain't sane by any means, but do things that protect your peace, your happiness, and pay attention to what's going on. Be alert, be aware, but don't let it consume you as best as you can. Remember to do things that and make you happy, bring you joy, and just just be kind. I know most of my followers and people in my life are positive people, some more than others, but just anyways, try to keep your head up during all these trying times, and all we can hope is that shit just gets better. Like, oh my God, we can just hope. But I'm not going to end on that note. So I want to know, what are you saying no and yes to for 2026? Put that in the comments. That is the question of the pod. I am saying yes to positive energy. I'm saying yes to developing and growing my podcast. I'm saying yes to shows, concerts, and experiences. I'm saying yes to saving money. I am saying no to negativity in my life, negative people in my life. I am setting boundaries that I feel necessary with friends and family to protect my peace. And you guys do the same. Anywho, this is a shorter episode, but I think it went pretty good, and I'm going to leave it as short as it is. So thank you for watching. I hope everyone is doing as best as you can, and just keep your head up. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, and I actually had to write it out because I keep saying it wrong. It's at Brian_TalksPod. Follow this YouTube channel, Brian Talks Podcast, and share my videos. I will be getting my audio out soon on all the major platforms within the next couple months, I'll say. But please subscribe, share, follow, and bye, friends. I will see you in the next one.